What up, y'all? It's your girl JehnotJay in the building. We are back with another banger. Arlette has did another catch-up video, and of course, we need to see what did I say in order for us to even react to what happened to this couple. So let's get into it.
Man as the lead,
Okay.
and I'm going to, with good reason, submit to my man.
Ooh, okay.
And I want to
like that.
make sure, of course, that it's someone that I pick that's right, that I can trust his leadership. But I definitely feel like that comes first. And if I do get married, my husband is also going to come before everything and everyone else, even if I do have kids. Some people take that wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Biblically, I have the order.
Okay.
Period.
All right.
Period.
Sound like a good answer right there.
I don't dislike what she said.
Come on up here. Let's come on up here. All right, y'all. Any final questions?
I did. I wanted to know if you have children.
Yes, I have two boys,
How old are they?
5 and 18.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
I like that.
Yeah.
Quite the
And
stretch.
what do you look for in a woman?
Well, honestly, I look for a woman that's like you just described yourself, submissive. Let the man lead. Know what they want. You know what I mean? Respect. I'm
I
big
can't
on
wait to
respect.
see this
You
catch
know,
up.
A woman
I
that
can't
that knows what
wait.
she wants. And that's pretty much it.
The eye contact is really
like that
strong
answer.
Big on
right
respect.
here.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay,
That's cute.
well then, with this being said, is it going to be a yes for you for her?
I'm think it's gonna be a yes.
Okay.
I have one more question.
Oh my God. Okay, go
No,
ahead.
it's not a deal breaker. I just wanted to know what part of the DMV, because I live in the DMV too.
Well,
Oh, wow.
I grew up in Southwest DC.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm in the area. I'm like outside of Maryland right now. So,
Okay, I'm in Silver Spring. Okay.
oh, that's close. So,
Wow.
He said
Okay.
yes. Now, is it going to be a yes for you
What
for
are the
her?
odds? Or let little shimmy.
I'll take this mic, and you guys can
Okay.
go on. Go ahead. It's one of
That's
them.
cute. Dang.
Hey, let's give it
He
up for
is
them.
a hater. Line just getting short.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady.
All right, y'all. I believe based on my answers, I thought that this was going to be a good match. And honestly, even looking back a little bit, it was just like how ironic that they lived in the same place and kind of had the same values. Y'all know how important it is to be equally yoked. So we're going to see, y'all. Let's get into this catch up.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Brian and Valeisha. Welcome y'all. How are we feeling today?
all right.
Good. It's good to have you guys back. We did have you both on episode 22 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love where you guys ended up matching.
He said yes. Now, is it going to be a yes for you for him? We got a match.
Thank you.
I'll take this mic, and you guys can go on off. Go ahead, it's one of them. Oh. Hey, let's give it up for them.
And so, obviously during your episode, there were quite a few comments and things like that. And we got to know you guys just a little bit. But if you do want to, dive in and let us know just a little bit more about yourselves, Valeisha, let's go ahead and start with you.
Well, I will just start by saying I do real estate full time. I am bi-coastal between Arizona and the DMV area.
Okay.
I don't know what else about me I should say.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay.
No little ones, no pets.
Like don't crack, y'all.
I'm just a
Just you for
single,
now.
independent woman out here.
All right. And then Brian, if you want to, let us a little more about yourself.
As I said in the show, I'm 38. I'm in the network. I do a lot of IT. I also have my own business as far as home improvement.
Okay.
I'm in the fitness, big into fitness. Also motivational speaker. I like to motivate. Also, I'm starting my own podcast in the process. It's called Word to Wise Podcast.
Nice.
So I'm building that, and just that pretty much it. I'm just an open-minded individual and just willing to open with, different people that's trying to build as far as like podcasts, as far as like growing businesses and stuff like that. So that's just pretty much it.
Okay. So, what made you guys want to apply to be on Pop the Balloon?
Right.
Brian, we could start with you.
What made me want to apply?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was looking for love. It was an opportunity that presented myself to. I actually was watching the show prior to being on the show, so I pretty much decided to get on the show. I said, well, let me just try this and see what happens. I was astonished that I got chosen to be on the show. But yeah, so that was my main reason to actually find love and see what happens, you know.
Okay. Valeisha, what about you?
Like Brian, I was watching the show, and one of my friends actually was telling me I should apply. And it was really because this year there was a lot of changes in my life, and I've always been the type to go from relationship to relationship. But like this year, I've been more doing the inner work and introspect on myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm ready to date. So I thought that would be a good way. And when I found out it was based in Arizona, where I'm from, I was like, let's see what happens.
Well, I'm glad you guys both decided to come on the show. It's definitely a pleasure having you guys. And then, so just to kind of dive into the juicy topic at hand that everyone is obviously dying to hear, since you guys ended up matching when you were on Pop the Balloon or Find Love, have you guys gone on a date? Oh, silence. Why are we hearing silence?
Hey, all I hear is crickets. But guess what? Yes.
I didn't know who should start that. We did see each other after the show. So
Okay.
yes, we could say that, yeah, it was a date.
Okay, so you guys went on a date like right after the show, like after you matched kind of thing, or?
No, I mean, the group went afterwards. We all went out, but then the next day, Brian and I met up.
Oh, okay. That's good. Wow, y'all kind of scared me. There was a little quiet. So where'd you guys
Well, it was
go? What
kind
did you
of,
guys do?
it was kind of like, well, Brian can probably tell you, but it was unexpected because I think he was supposed to catch a flight out, but he was here. So, Brian, you tell him. I don't want to be telling your business.
Yeah. Let's hear from
Oh,
Brian.
so what happened was, so we after we left the show, we ended up going to what was the name of that spot we went to?
No, I was just talking about you missing your flight, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, I'm getting in the intel of deep of everything we did.
Yeah.
We went to the spot pretty much. What was it? You don't even know. So,
I don't know.
all right, but anyhow,
It was a sports bar. It was a Sunday. It was Sunday after.
everybody from the cast of the show, we hung out there at the spot. I end up unfortunately missing my flight. Had so much fun. End up getting caught up with time. Missed my flight, and end up having to stay the next day, the following day. So I hit her up and say, I'm gonna be here. I was a little mad about the situation that I ended up missing my flight. So I told her I'm gonna be here. Can you come hang out with me? Can you keep me company? She was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I said, where can we go? And I guess we ended up going to like some little, I can't recall, but I know it was like a bar or something. We ended up watching the football game and catching up and stuff like that. And yeah, ended up leaving there. She ended up taking me to her mom's house. And I met her mom.
Wow,
Mom
that
was
was
pretty nice.
fast.
I had,
It wasn't like that. Don't. Oh wow.
Yeah, I was
No.
about to say, it's too soon, ain't it?
I told him. I asked him first. I was like, "Are you okay with this? I know it's weird. You don't know me, but my mom was like, come by the house. Come by. You need to see your sister." And it was like, Brian, are you okay? Like that's kind of crazy to make him do that.
Okay.
well,
Yeah, I was definitely about to
I'm
say.
giving story by in
Yeah.
sequence of what happened, and that's how it
Right.
happened. Yeah, she
She
did
was like,
invite me
"Oh
to
wow."
some good old spaghetti,
Ooh.
with the garlic bread and the butter on it. But yeah. So that's how the first date went. I would say that was an official first date.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Felicia, how was it for you?
A little bar.
We went to a couple spots actually. The first place we went to, I picked out, but I didn't like it. When we got inside, it was I just didn't like the vibes. And then he found a spot in Tempe that we went to, but it was the same. It was like a nice little sports bar. And then I took him to one of my favorite rooftops in Tempe, or I suggested it. We rode together, and then we went to a rooftop, and then that's when I was like, "Hey, my mom is asking if I could stop by. Are you okay with that?" And we stopped by. But yeah, that's pretty much how the day went. And then I had parked So he took me back, and that was it. It was kind of like unofficial date, but we spent time.
Yeah, I mean it's a date. You guys
Yeah, it was
got to,
still,
hang
it still
out, do some
gave
things
date.
together, all that stuff. Maybe obviously get to know each other a little bit more as well. So how was like, getting to know each other? Have you guys gone on any other dates after that point? I know you had to go back home, Brian. So have you guys been able to meet up after that?
What these faces mean?
It hasn't been good.
Uh-oh.
It didn't make it past Arizona.
Okay, why?
It didn't make it past Arizona. I mean, I just felt a disconnect,
Okay.
and it was a disconnect that I felt, and I can elaborate. Um,
So you
for
felt the
one,
disconnect from that day that you guys hung out, like that entire
no,
day?
the date went good.
It had to be
Everything
the
Okay,
was swell with the
conversations
date. I
after.
enjoyed the energy. Like everything was swell with the date. But I'm talking
uh-huh.
about as far as the
Afterwards.
whole. There you go. Yes, the whole
Oh,
afterwards.
okay. Okay, so
Um,
what you can
the
go ahead and
disconnect. It was
elaborate.
so basically the disconnect. I felt as though she wasn't into me. I think the disconnect was more so her not being honest of what she wanted on the show. She didn't present what she wanted on the show. She didn't say that she said that she told me honestly, she said that she don't like smokers. She never said that she don't like 420 weed smokers.
I
Okay,
don't have a problem with 420
so
weed
when she
smokers.
found out, hold on, now when she found out that I smoked marijuana when we hung out, it was an issue. Oh, you didn't let me know that you do this. Why didn't you let me know, this? And I said, you didn't state that on the show. How did I know that you didn't you didn't state that? Because guess what? It would have been way more pop balloons. You wouldn't have made it to the round you made it to.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? Other guys would have popped on you.
I see. So, Valeisha, I remember on the show, you definitely did say your deal breaker was cigarette smokers.
Yeah,
So, did you
I was
mean to
about to
also say
say,
that as well? Like
that's not the
with the
same
marijuana
though.
or?
I said what I meant.
Okay.
So I said cigarette smokers because that is the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Now, as far as what Brian's speaking on, I don't have a problem with people who smoke weed. I can't say that I never have. I can't. That's not my thing. We
Okay.
were spending probably 2 hours together, and he smoked twice.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, of course, after smoking and you're going to come next to me and be up under me, then I don't
Smelling like
really like that as much. I didn't necessarily say that I had a problem with it while we were on the date. But then when he had to smoke again, and the next day when he checked in and he was like, "So how do you think the date went?" I was just like, "We FaceTime." And I was like,
what y'all think? Cause I'm not against somebody smoking or nothing, but I think that it's a time and a place for it. Smoking twice in an hour. You just met me. We supposed to be kicking it on the day, getting to know each other, and then like the smell being all up in my aura. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a time and a place for it. Like,
just to be honest, I was like, it was kind of a turnoff that you felt the need to have to smoke twice. So
yeah,
do you have do you smoke daily? I didn't know. And he was like, I do, or whatever. And I was like, I didn't realize, yes, you're right. Maybe I should have said someone who smokes daily is a problem for me. Because, or actually, and we didn't even, he was like, at first, he was like, I won't smoke around you. So we didn't just stop talking there. But he did kind of like rub me the wrong way when I said that that
she
was a turnoff
shaking.
because he went like a little 0 to 60 on like, you should have said that. And I was like, bring it down. Hold on. Like, I probably should have said that, but I'm telling you now. And I just felt like, he just really took quick offense. And it was like, I don't really know you yet. For me, it was a turnoff. Like,
Dang.
stay
Oh,
tuned.
well, I can attest to that. I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive man, and I stand on what I mean. And I stand on what I mean. So at the end of the day,
It's not about that, man. It's the way you said it. If she said, "Hey, I'm not really into, like, you could smoke weed, that's fine, but I would prefer if it wasn't around me, or if you did it in your own space and company." You don't have to. Oh my God, you don't have to suddenly just jump to a rah rah. You could always just, you know what? Yeah, I get that. Either it's something you want to do, you cool with accommodating that, or you're not. That's something that you should have could. You could say that without being aggressive. Like, I don't. Yeah, no.
if you know it, if you stand on what you mean, you should have been upfront with what it was. You shouldn't have. I shouldn't have to go through, all this to figure out. Oh, you didn't like weed smoking. I should have known this on the show. I should have known this.
Did you not?
And
Did you miss what I said?
I hear what you said,
No,
but
you
I'm
I
just
said
saying.
so.
better.
Go ahead.
Stop saying that I have a problem with addictions. How about that? I should have said that, right?
Yes, you should have said that.
But the
So
thing
you're
is,
But it's
saying
not an addiction.
you're
It's not a-
assuming that
go
he's
ahead.
addicted to weed.
I asked him if he was addicted to weed, and his response was, "I smoke every day." So, are you addicted? I know that's not for me to say. I guess I should have. He just said, "Yeah, I should have said that." Okay. So if that's the case, I said,
I think what she should have said is I have an issue with someone who smokes all the time versus, socially or every once in a while. I have an issue with somebody who, it's not that you're addicted to it, but this is more so something that, is in your daily routine. Like, it's okay to smoke, but it shouldn't be something that you have to do every waking moment or every day. Like, it's not that it's an addiction, it's just something you do too often for me.
I don't want to smell it. So he said he won't smoke around me. And I said, okay, I agreed that. Let's try this again when I'm in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't saying exactly like, I wasn't cutting him short for that. It was a turn off after the conversation, after the communication that followed. And then he went online and said that he should have popped my balloon. And I was just like,
Where was
Okay.
this?
Why you ain't
Yeah,
just
I
handle
should have
that
popped
with
the
her?
balloon. Yeah, I said it.
You said it
Petty.
where,
Honestly,
Brian?
said it. I said it
On
on
social
Instagram.
media.
I put it on, yeah. And then she blocked me after that. Yeah, because that's how I felt. Like, honestly. Like, I could have met the other woman that came after her that was, I mean, I'm just saying. She's a great woman, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, this is who I am. Take me as I am. This is me. Like, if you
But on the show, when she said that, I mean, dang, man, like, I understand what he's saying. I really do. But I also understand how she feel. And even though she said cigarette smoker, you could have asked for clarity. And she also could have went into, I mean, weed is fine, however, this, So, but to be so gun-ho over smoking, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
would have told me what you like, I would have said, okay, cool. Pow!
Brent, we don't know each other yet. Let's be clear.
social
Like,
media
you
is
can't just
crazy,
state
though.
all of everything that you want because that's the
You-
purpose of getting to know
You're
someone.
on a dating show. Every other woman stated this. That their preference that they don't like weed smokers. They was specific, very specific with what they meant.
I think
They
you have a
stand on
problem
what
with
they
listening.
mean.
I think you have a problem with listening because, like I said, you can smoke weed. I told you not to smoke when you're with me or like when you're like.
There's no. I understand what you're saying, but how can you say just like a person? You can't tell a person how much they can smoke or do this and that. If you smoke weed. It doesn't matter
Okay,
how many times I smoke.
You're right. You
If
see that
I can
reaction
smoke
right there?
5-6 J's if I want
You're
to.
good.
Yeah,
I'm good. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right.
I smoke weed. And you can't
You
put
do.
no. And I did say that I was going not smoke around you. And then here's what happened after that. The disconnect was off. No calls.
So after that
texting, you stopped
conversation
texting.
where she said, or you guys had the discussion, you're like, okay, I won't smoke it around you. You're saying after that, she stopped talking to you.
Well, she didn't stop. I just, like I told you, I felt a disconnect. Like I was
Yeah.
I texted her one morning, like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Mm-hmm.
I might say good morning, and she texts back, good morning. So I said, how are you? I didn't get a text back for about 6 hours, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is
Okay.
like
You know
why I
what?
didn't get a text for 6 hours?
So
And
One
you like,
so
oh,
what
I was
happened?
asleep. I was asleep. What you say? Go ahead, explain this.
I told him my phone wasn't working. One.
Okay.
It was at the time, Brian, and I
No,
told
I'm
him.
talking about the first time. The first time. That's the second time. That's the second time when you said your phone was working when I text you. That's the second time. The
I don't
first
know
time
it.
was the time. The first time when I first texted you when I
I
said
don't
good
like
morning.
this either, y'all.
Do you recall when I said good morning and then you said good morning back and I said, how are you doing? And you didn't text back for 6 hours and then you finally said, oh, I'm sorry, I was asleep. You don't remember that?
You know what, I don't, because guess what? I have bad memory. Let me tell you that now. Maybe that's a deal breaker for you. But let me tell you, I can't look at my phone because the receipts are on my phone. We're using our phones. But if I delayed in speaking to you, I delayed in speaking to you. Like,
Maybe
we
she
don't
was
go together.
busy.
We're just,
Right.
it was
All
probably
this
I
what I
see.
bad.
said.
That ain't gonna work with me.
And I got
I'm
back to
not
you. It
one of the.
wasn't ignoring you. I told you what was going on.
That
So
ain't
for
gonna work
him
with
to
me.
jump, he jumped to,
Is a couple hours bad? Is that a deal breaker, y'all? Or what is it? I don't know, man. I think a couple days. Yeah, it's a couple hours though. I can understand that things happen. Like I'm not with your day to day. We gotta travel to see each other to talk. Like, yeah, he's a little too. I don't want to label him. This possessive maybe from jump. I don't know.
like, we was together already. Like, I was already baby or somebody, and he was already like, I need this communication
Yeah,
from you. And
that's
I
a
was just
lot
like,
Correct. Every man needs it.
Brian, I said, when we get back
from
to
jump though.
Maryland, we can connect. Like, it's literally been 2 days.
How can you connect when you got a disconnect and you
When
feel a
I
So,
see
disconnect?
you, we're going to try this again. That's the conversation we had. It wasn't like, let's give this. Okay, I said I was going to be open after the whole weed conversation. I said, when I get back to Maryland, we can have a date. We could try this again. So why didn't you just give it that opportunity?
Because after that call, when I told you, you said your phone was broken, this and that, and I sent you a text message. I said, you're not really feeling me, are you? And you said no. You said, honestly, not really. I can pull a text message. You said that.
And what did I
I
say
asked you
before
a
I said
question.
that?
You tell me.
I said, if you're so pressed to find out if I'm already feeling you, instead of wanting to give it some time to get to know you, if you just want to run off and tell them whether this worked or not, no, then go ahead, tell him it didn't work. Because he was so pressed. He
Because you
kept
didn't
pressing
care.
to know. Why would you press someone to know, are you feeling me? Who asked that? Like, just let it
I need to know
I
for
don't
my
agree
flow.
own
with that.
security. There's
I
no
I
letting
will
no
still
nothing flow
ask.
because I'm a
I
man.
need
At the
to
end of the
know.
day, I need to know for my own security.
so
At the
you
end of the
wanted to
day.
know if she's feeling you so that you
Yes.
can know what kind of energy to give back.
No,
Is
I
that
Yes,
feel you
like
Arlette.
on that. Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
I can understand
That's
that.
it. That's it.
So, Valeisha, what led to you blocking him?
Because
The post.
I told him that I was open to having more communication with him when we came to Maryland. The fact that he couldn't even get 48 hours before asking me again if I'm feeling him, like, I get that you want to communicate with people, that's cool, but you did turn me off a little bit. But I'm willing to give this another opportunity, but don't press me. Like, don't press this when we're trying. Like I said,
So
we
he
can
asked her
try a date
already.
when we get to Maryland. Why would you hit me up after we just had this conversation and ask if I'm feeling you? That
Cause
doesn't make sense to me. I
I need
just
a sh-
said we're gonna see. When I get there, it's not like I wasn't answering my phone. I was still answering
Yeah.
my phone. I was still texting you back. It's just when my phone actually broke, I think that's what set him off because he was like, "You're horrible at communication." Once again, sir, you don't know me like that. So he
Nah,
went real.
let me tell you something. It don't take that much to know a person. All you to take a couple conversations. I dealt with a lot of women before. So don't tell me what I don't know.
But
I don't know you
but you single
particularly. I
You
don't,
don't.
now.
but I know these certain traits and stuff that women do.
Some gotta change, y'all. Some gotta change. You single now though. Like I understand your experiences, but they weren't that successful. So can we try something different this time? Why didn't you give it an open chance? It's not like you're dating this woman, so you could easily talk to other people, still see your options, and you getting that clarity that she is a little, you know, a little step back a little bit due to your conversation. You still could have moved with an open mindset because she was gonna fly to you. She said when I get back. So yeah, I don't know, man.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm not categorizing you, but I've seen this before, and that's all it is. I need to know. I need assurance as a man to know if the woman that I'm gonna date or be with wants me.
Y'all not
I
that
need
far yet.
communication. I need an understanding.
So, is he blocked on everything like Instagram, phone number, all of that, or just Instagram?
Yeah, because like you again, I just felt like he went straight to Instagram to post that he should have popped my
Yeah, instead of
balloon when
talking
we
to
just
you,
spoke.
yeah, I don't like
We
that
just
either.
I thought we were gonna try and see each other, but then to go on Instagram and post something like that without telling me, again, it's not that deep. I don't know you, you don't know me. Blocked.
You're right. You're right.
What's the point?
Yeah,
Like, you
it's not
didn't
like I got
even
nothing to lose.
talk to me first. You don't need to. And I'm the one horrible at communication.
So, Brian, you posted that on your Instagram after you didn't hear back from her for like after a few hours?
I posted that when I got the clarification that she wasn't into me, and she honestly, when I got the clarification of that. That's honestly when I decided to do it.
Okay.
You know, when I felt that disconnect.
So did you guys communicate and tell each other, you know what, I don't think this is gonna work anymore, or it was just
No.
she said what she said, you post on Instagram, boom, block, and that was it?
Well, like
Yeah.
I said, honestly, it's not gonna work because, like I told you, I smoke weed, so I know it's not gonna work. I mean, what? She don't like that,
But I
and I'm not
also get
changing
that.
something that I do or something that I've been doing before I met her. She either accept what I do. She should have been upfront with what she wanted, you know, and that's just it.
Okay.
I was
But
a
if
lot
you
of
really
things
like
that
somebody, would you
happened
change
that I was,
that?
not necessarily okay with, but I wasn't trying to be picky. The reason why I'm on the show is to explore different opportunities of love
Yeah.
and what love looks like and what it could have looked like. So I was just telling him I was open to seeing, because maybe I am a little too much sometimes. I'm a princess, I'll give you that. But when it comes to the weed, it was just he was already trying to be all up under me. We were like, so if you're gonna smell like weed and be up under me, and I'm in real estate, I'm a professional, so yeah, I can't be smelling like weed when I go meet my clients. Not to say that's the case, but yeah, that would be a problem if it has to be that often for you because it's twice in one
No,
setting
I
or
get
one.
that. In an hour.
That is a problem. But I was trying to be open. I was trying to be open minded and see if maybe I'm the one who needs to be like more open. I don't know.
Okay.
Or honest.
Oh man.
It's
Okay.
not
honest.
dishonesty, Brian. I don't see
Yeah.
if again.
He's so.
I known you for 48 hours before I told you I didn't like it. At least you know now. Like,
I should have known that on Pop the Balloon.
oh my God! And I should have known you had just went through a breakup in July. Like, stop. You don't know everything that quick. So everybody's supposed to just put it all out there right on the front street to know. No, it moves so quick. That's the like.
Man.
If anything, I should have popped y'all balloons because y'all came casual and I came all dressed up, and I was like looking at y'all like, oh, are we going to two different places? Like,
Okay.
did BM tell them different things? So I was really trying to be
They
open
sure
minded.
wasn't. He was wearing
No,
some
everyone's told the
Jordans,
same thing,
a
dress to
collared shirt, and
impress,
some jeans.
first date attire. So oh man, okay, yeah, I can see that this was not going to head anywhere after the conversation that you guys had. But, to go ahead and just kind of like wrap everything up, any upcoming projects that we can be looking out from either one of you? Let's start with
That was a
Brian.
lot.
Well, like I said, I'm still doing my podcast. I'm still doing my motivational speaking. I'm still doing my everyday exercising, personal fitness, and also I'm still doing my business. So that's just pretty much it. I want to come back on Pop the Balloon. I'm single. I'm open.
Okay.
I'm in the field now. So yeah.
And now
I'm
any
single now.
Everybody
possible
know you
future
smoke
matches,
now,
they
so.
know Brian is
Right.
a weed smoker. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a weed. Yeah. And guess what? And any woman that come on there, be honest. Tell me if Arlette asks you guys some of your dislikes of your man, and be honest. Just be honest, okay? And we don't gotta go through this because I wasted my time. Thank you. I had
Oh,
fun though. I had fun.
well, maybe you'll find your match after this now.
I had fun.
It's possible.
But Valeisha, you are so sweet. I enjoyed your presence. I enjoyed, meeting you, and I mean, I'm not saying this, like I said, we could talk in the future, but I just told you what I do and what I indulge in, and you know what's up.
I mean, even though I blocked you, it's cool. As a dating potential, obviously, we're clear that would never be. But
Correct.
as a cool person too, thank you. You too.
And now, Valeisha, any upcoming
Well, at
projects
least
on
it's
your
no
end?
animosity.
I mean, I can't say that I have anything to announce as far as projects. I do real estate coast to coast, so if you guys need me, I'm still
Nice.
doing that. I will say I am still single. I won't necessarily say I want to come back to the show, but through all that I've been doing in the introspect, I realized that what I am looking for in a man, and you guys' show has kind of helped me to even evaluate that more and being more truthful, as Brian says, and being truthful with myself, though I have to admit that
I don't think
my
it's
heart
being
is
truthful.
still with someone
It's
else.
Oh.
So I feel
that was
like
interesting.
even though I thought I was ready to date, I feel like, yeah, I rather send a public
Wow.
apology right now to Micah Murray, who was someone who now I realize I dropped the ball and fumbled
Ooh.
because that was someone who I think genuinely is looking back. I messed that up. I dropped the ball, fumbled that
Oh
person who I
man.
think now through everything I've learned about myself, through everything
So
that
you
I'm
kind of
looking
did
for,
waste his
they
time
fit.
knowing that.
And yeah, I messed that up.
Okay. And this is your ex?
This is an ex, yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
Wow.
I don't think they would talk to me again because they probably would feel like a fool, just because, ego, pride, whatever friends, family may say. But I think just
Oh,
taking accountability for myself,
you need to apologize to that
I
man,
was the
girl.
one that mishandled the situation. As Ryan said, I could have been more communicative when it comes to certain things. So
Okay.
maybe he's right. I could work on that.
Dude.
Okay.
And but I want to just send my public apology. He'll probably never watch this show, and I don't know
You
what could
never
ever come
know.
of
You
that.
never know.
And maybe nothing ever will, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say this because if his friends, family, somebody is watching, I publicly apologize because I see the errors in my and flaws in my ways,
Okay.
and I genuinely hurt that person who I want to apologize to.
So coming on the show
You
kind of
hurt.
made
You
you
need to apologize to
realize,
homeboy
like,
too, if that's
ooh,
the
maybe I
case.
wasn't ready to put myself out there to date.
I think I'm ready to date. I'm just saying that I realize the things that I'm looking for. And I'm looking back at myself on this show and I'm saying, I want this multidimensional man. I want somebody who's going to be a leader. I'm looking at all these things and I realize I had that.
I see.
And
And you fumbled.
I'm humbly saying, because I'm sure a lot of women won't admit it, I dropped the ball. And I was not in a whole place like I am
Ooh.
now, the same person to actually admit that then.
Yeah.
And so it may not ever happen with that person, but whoever gets me next will get more of a whole woman instead of the broken person that I was when I dated him.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, well, that's good to hear, the self-reflection and the accountability that you're taking now. So, like we said, hopefully this message gets to him and we see what comes of it.
Look at
You
Brad.
know? Ryan,
Yeah,
Ryan, why are
That's
you
yeah,
doing
right.
this,
that's too
Ryan? What's
much.
going on?
It's not about you, buddy.
Yeah, but I know it ain't about me, but damn, that's why I
Thank you for
say,
helping me appreciate what I'm looking for.
huh,
Dang.
all
Some
right,
people
all right.
are lessons. They be saying that.
Don't
Oh
don't
my
put me in it.
gosh.
I'm not in
Sometimes
the
people be
equation. This is
lessons.
between
You're right.
this. I'm not in the equation.
Okay.
But I mean, I wish the best of you. I hope you listening.
Yeah.
Hope you can get him back. But hey, good luck to you.
Yeah,
Thank
honestly,
you.
good luck to both of you guys, and thank you both for coming on today. And I wish you, like I said, I wish you both the best in your business, in your love life, Brian.
All right, y'all. Well, did I expect it to end up like that? Nah. But let's start reading. Ladies, do not take strangers to your relatives' houses. Hey, I thought it was weird too. As a guy, I respect this woman. Smoking can be irritating. His behavior is unwanted as well. Yeah, I did. Yeah. It was the aggressive man comment, man. I don't know how I feel about that. Immediate side eye when he said that he was a motivational speaker and wanted to start a podcast. It's too many podcasts at this point. But hey, I wish him well. If you have to ask a woman if she's feeling you, then she probably not. I don't know. Some people not too clear about conveying how they feel. I know she glad this didn't work. This aggression is too much. It's a lot of women in these comments, y'all. It's some dudes, but I want to find some more dude ones real quick. Two more. As a guy who used to smoke weed, I don't blame her for being turned off by him smoking weed on the date, let alone twice. I never smoke in front of my girl because I know weed doesn't smell great on the person who smoked. Even if I'm comfortable around you, I'll try to freshen up after smoking so the smell does not make the people I'm around uncomfortable. That's thoughtful for sure. For a person who, I'm not into that either. So, I kind of wish, I don't know. Once the recap starts with, do you want to go first? You already know it's bad news. No facts. No facts. You could just kind of tell it ended bad. Wasn't expecting that. But on the show you only see a little clip of these people. You don't see the full scope of things. So, I appreciate y'all for coming. I'll be back with another banger soon for sure. Appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back with some more soon. Peace.